All right, we are here at SHOT Show 2014 with Tactical Solutions. And for people who don't know about it, what should they know about Tactical Solutions?
Well, we're been in business for about 12 years here in the firearms industry. Prior to that, we did a lot of aerospace work as CNC job shop. Pretty much like one large dysfunctional family as a company. Basically, we started out just trying to do a lightweight, more accurate upper for the Ruger pistols, and everything's just gone from there. Our specialty's always been .22 long rifle. We've always shot a lot of other stuff, so this year we're starting to break out of that mold with an upper for the 300 Blackout for the AR-15.
Yeah, I know we first ran across you in looking at parts and components for the Ruger 1022. That seems to be a really popular line for you.
It is. The 1022 components as well as the complete rifles are our biggest sellers. And that was something, the barrels we did just 10 years ago. I was like, well, let's make a few barrels and see if they sell. And from there, just everything went crazy.
Okay, so let's start there, I guess. And for someone who has purchased a 1022 and they want to start upgrading it, where should they start?
I would probably start looking at the barrel itself. Most of your aftermarket barrels are going to be a 920 diameter. So once you have a barrel, or you're going to get a barrel, you have to figure out what you want for a stock. You can go something more fancy like this with the laminate. If you want to do something a little less inexpensive, maybe something that you want out as a truck gun or something you use out in the field, you could look at some like the Hogue overmolded stocks. Very durable.
And you also have complete trigger replacements.
Correct. We do our own single stage trigger. We mill everything. The housing's all milled out of aluminum. All the internals are A2 tool steel. They're all EDM. About a 2.5 pound trigger pull.
That's what I was going to ask. So it's about half the trigger pull as a stock.
Yeah, actually a lot of the stock ones we've measured are about in the 8 to 9 pound range.
Really? They're getting up there that high?
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous advantage in trying to be accurate without moving the rifle while you're trying to shoot.
It is. I mean, especially with a lightweight rifle. You have that much less weight on the rifle, so any pull on the trigger, you can cause accuracy issues because you're going to pull it one way or another.
Okay, so would a trigger group be probably the second thing after? Well, the stock and barrel kind of need to go together because it's a larger barrel. Right. Would the second thing probably be a trigger group?
Yeah, I would look at something like a trigger group. I mean, ours is definitely, it's not inexpensive, but nothing we do is particularly inexpensive. We try and really make great products, but that costs. There are some aftermarket kits if somebody's handy they can put into their firearm.
And then once they're done with that, you also have complete uppers and bolts and everything else to go along with that.
Correct. We make a receiver that has the same footprint as the Ruger 1022 receiver. But what we've done is instead of a cast aluminum receiver, we mill this from bar stock. We have a stainless steel bolt. We use a dual guy rod spring setup for a nice smooth action when you're using it. We have the extended stainless steel charging handle.
So if they can start with a stock 1022 and upgrade individual components to the point where they've replaced every single thing with some of your parts.
Correct, yeah. They can replace every single part of a Ruger 1022 with our parts, as well as they can buy it as a complete rifle. If they don't want to do the upgrading themselves, they can buy the whole package at once.
Yeah, a little more expensive than a stock 1022, though.
Yeah, it's quite a bit more expensive.
But it's all done.
It's all done.
Okay, and then the other real popular ones have been your upgrades to the Ruger Mark II and Mark IIIs, right?
Correct. And that was our original product we started off with, the Packlight receivers for the Ruger. Essentially, they'll fit this Ruger standard all the way up through the Mark IIIs and new Mark III 2245s.
And what are the advantages that you bring to the table with that?
A lot of it is lightweight, typically considerably better accuracy. You can get it in the cool colors if you want. I mean, we can do it in the matte black, but we can also do it in the red, the blue, the matte OD green. We have the ability to attach the scope rails. We have the adjustable rear sights. We have the fiber optic sights available. People that want to put a lighter laser, we even offer the accessory rail.
All right, and the new product is the stuff for the 300 Blackout.
Correct.
Why would you start with the 300 Blackout instead of a standard AR size?
It was really an internal interest for us, and part of it was we do a barrel weight called the SBX for the 1022. And that barrel is essentially, the overall length 16.5 inches, but the bore length is only 12.25 inches. And we have the shroud permanently attached. Therefore, there's no SBR tax for a short barrel, but you can still add your suppressor without adding length. So when we looked at doing that for a centerfire rifle, the 300 Blackout cartridge was a perfect match for that. A lot of people are running about 10.5, 11-inch barrels. So I said, well, we can do this with an 11-inch barrel, permanently affix the shroud per ATF regulations, and keep the overall length at just 16.1 inches.
Yeah, we recently did a 300 Blackout project, and it was my first experience with that. It has a fantastic round. It's nice, it's quiet, it's soft hitting. I think it's going to really be popular, so hopefully this will really take off for you.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, and it's fun because we get to work on projects that we like to do.
That's always a bonus, isn't it?
It is.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.